All right, here we are doing a Friday night breakdown of the Giles and Fort Chiswell game. Pretty good ball game tonight by Giles. We got the shutout for a 31-0 win. I thought our defense played pretty good tonight. We had 3 or 4 interceptions. I can't remember off the top of my head now. And we had a couple more we probably could have had. We just a step away from getting those. So a good effort there with the secondary. And that's what I mean by trust. You know, I've been saying trust for the past few weeks. I noticed, and other people I heard talking noticed also, you all believed in the people up front, the linemen, the linebackers. You stayed with your guys. And you've got to continue to do that, especially heading into the playoffs. Every game's going to be tough from here on out. Every team's going to be able to pass. So, you got to trust your linemen. You got to trust your linebackers. You've got to continue to stay on your guy. You just stay on your guy. But like I said, tonight I thought was a good night for you all. You did really well. You shut the run down pretty good. I can't remember them really doing much of anything on offense. They had a few passes that were completed. But like I said, you're not going to knock them all down and stop them all. But I thought it was a great improvement from week to week. It seems like you all are maybe hitting your stride at the right time. But you need to continue to work on that, continue to improve. I will continue to preach trust to you guys. I think it's very important. And I think it's hard to do because you naturally just want to, see what's going on in the backfield and, and all that. The secondary got guys, again, trust your linemen, trust your linebackers, stay with your guy. And you guys on the sideline, you coaches on the sideline, when the play's going on, if you see it's a run or see it's a pass, holler out there, let them know. Give them some extra help. I see guys on the sideline talking and cutting up. Be part of the game. Pay attention to what's going on. You holler out there, holler pass. The guy don't have to turn around and worry about running. So you all are helping out, even if you're not on the field making tackles or catching the ball or running or wherever it may be. So, every little bit helps. You need to concentrate on that, especially heading into the playoffs. Like I've said, every team's going to be able to pass from here on out. Every team can run. You're going to get well-balanced teams from here on out. So trust is going to be huge on the defensive side of the ball. Like I said, there was some good hustle out there, especially when they run their sweeps or the quarterback kept it or whatever it was. Guys are getting out there and making tackles. But on defense, I think you all should maybe try to come up with something for the playoffs for you all, something to strive for, whether it be a shutout every game or a pick every game or something. Something you all sit down and figure it out. Excuse me. But come up with something to strive for. Like I said, don't let a team cross the 50-yard line or whatever it may be. I think shutout's a good goal. Set your goals on defense. There's something to shoot for. But you all got to, especially come here to the playoffs, you all have got to fly to the ball. Once you run and play, it should be 11 guys flying to the ball, especially now. Like I said, you will face well-balanced teams that can do both. You've got to fly to the ball. You've got to play as a team. You linebackers and linemen, you've got to trust your secondary. We've got to get some pressure on that quarterback also. That's kind of been lacking a little bit. And that's got to come from your defensive linemen. I know some of you are tired because you play offense as well. But we got to find something or find somebody who can get it, whether it be by blitz or just our regular base defense. But we need pressure. We need to throw people off the rhythm. I know we probably won't play bump and run. I still think it'd be really good to play bump and run some, maybe more than not. Because, a lot of teams throw slants and these little curls. And I think anything you can knock them off the rhythm, it's going to be hard for them to get back into it and complete that pass. I know you're taking the chance of getting burnt. But like I said, if you know you're getting burnt, you know you're going to get burnt. You can grab the guy. It's 15 yards. It's better than getting up a touchdown. But, listen to your coaches. I know Cooney does a good job with secondary, working with you guys. You got to listen to your coaches, and you've got to wrap up. That's one thing I've noticed, too, that we still lack a lot of. I thought it was better tonight. We weren't just spinning guys around and slinging them and hoping they went down. y'all were putting them on the ground. But we've got to make sure we wrap up. We miss a lot of tackles, but not wrapping up. You're not going to be able to afford to do this from here on out. So you'll fly to the ball as a team. Make sure you wrap up. Unless you don't necessarily have to go for this big hit. Like I said, I call it the ESPN hit that you see every week. These guys going in and just throwing his shoulder and hoping you're knocking that guy down and knocking him out. That don't work a lot of times. You know, you see it on the pro and the big college level. These are top-notch, world-class athletes. Nothing but muscle. So it's harder for you guys to do it than them. Not that you are athletes. Don't take that the wrong way, because you are. But wrap up. You know, do what you're supposed to do. You get there, wrap up, fly to the ball. There should be people flying to the ball all the time. You don't need to be standing around. Get to the ball. You know, whatever y'all come up with. You know, be prideful about it. You know, be aggressive. You're going to be very aggressive in the playoffs. Again, it don't make you a bad kid. It don't make you a bad person. Football is a rough game. And, you know, they're going to play rough. They're trying to, some of them are just trying to hurt you. That's how some people play the game. And I'm not telling you to do that. But I'm telling you to play with that kind of little violence, plain and simple. Hustle to the ball. Hit. You know, just get after it. You got to play mean. You got to play ferocious and attack. Make them where they do not want to face you all. They know he runs around the corner, they runs the middle, they're getting popped. He catches that pass, he's getting hit. You know, you just got to knock the crap out of them. Insert your will. Don't let them get you. When the ball's up in the air, you know, go get it. Don't wait on it. Go get it. You have a right to that ball just like he does. So go get the ball. You know, you think about, I mean, to bring this up last week, he played Bluefield, and I forgot. You know, you all scored, 22 points on Bluefield, wasn't it? Something around in there. I don't think Grayson scored 6 or 7. I don't think Galax even scored, or I don't think George Wythe even scored. So you all did more than what the top, 2, 3 teams, whatever, in the state were doing. So you all can score on anybody, and, you know, you all can play with any team out there. Any team. But, you know, you all played good on defense tonight. I'm going to give you all credit for how good you played. But don't settle for that. It can get better. It needs to get better. So, you know, get to it. You know, get after that ball carrier. Get after that quarterback. You know, that receiver catches that ball. Let him think about it next time. Put a hit on him. But overall, I mean, hey, y'all got 3 picks, 4 picks. Close to, again, to a couple more. You shut down the run good. So something to be very proud of. And just continue to strive to do that and to get better. Special teams tonight, I thought, other than that one kickoff return they had, I thought Giles played really well the past few weeks and continue to play well. You got to continue to do that, especially in the playoffs. I keep saying that because the playoffs, you know, it's a whole different thing. So you got to continue to fill your lanes, make your tackles, you know, make sure you wrap up. Our field goal kicker, he's kicked a whole lot better the past few weeks. Kicked a 40-yarder, 40-plus yarder tonight, and it had more on it. So very nice kick. Doing well. I think your confidence is back, which is great, especially heading into the playoffs. I don't know what all you do in practice, but you kick field goals or extra points, work on it. Work on it every day, because you know we can't really afford to miss a lot of extra points in the playoffs. So, you know, big part's on you and the holder, you know. So, you know, continue working on it in practice if that's what you get to do. On offense, I thought our line did, you know, pretty well. Y'all made holes. I don't know what we finished with rushing tonight, but we had, you know, several rushing touchdowns. There was a lot of holes there. I think our line's playing better each week. I thought our passing game, Wilcox did good. You step up one time, the guy wasn't open, but you looked really good setting up and you threw that ball deep down the middle. You know, if it'd been a little closer, he would have had a chance at it. But, you know, it had that. And you look good setting up. We got to keep working on the pass. We've got to be able to pass. I keep telling you, if we can pass the ball, you are going to be hard to stop. I really do feel that way. I like the little pass again out in the flat. I think it's a good little pass. They don't see it coming, and it's a short pass. But you need to make sure you get, whoever throws the ball, you need to make sure you set up on that pass, set up really good, so when you throw it out there, you know, he's not going to have to dive for it or whatever. He can catch it and run with it. He's not catching hitting the ground. But at least we're completing them. I know it looks like Wilcox, your confidence is a whole lot better right now than what it was at the beginning of the season trying to throw the ball, and which is understandable. And that's why, Jeff, I hope you keep passing, keep working on it. I still think you should pass the ball more tonight. I know you don't want to run the score up, and I understand that. But sometimes you're getting ready to go to the playoffs. You're trying to win a state championship. I think tonight might be a good chance to practice some passing. But yeah, that's something we got to keep working on. Line, you keep doing what you're doing. We are blessed, I think, like I've said before in the other videos, excuse me, in the backfield. Every one of our running backs, I don't care if you want to call yourself first, second, third string, whatever it is, you all run hard. You do not go down easy. And that is a very good problem to have, and a very bad problem for other teams, because if somebody goes down, I feel pretty confident a lot of these running backs can do pretty good. But like I said, you've got to find somebody in these other running backs who can pass the ball too, in case one of the starters do go down. And hopefully you're doing that. I still think, you know, we've got to get more short passes, or short passing game into the game. I still think, Jeff, you should pass the ball more at the beginning of the game to maybe loosen the defense up. I mean, there was literally 11 in the box. There was 11 in the box. And, you know, if we threw the ball, I'm surprised it wasn't a touchdown if we threw it more. And not just on third down, you know, first down, second down. And on second and one, or even third and one, I don't know why we don't pass the ball sometimes, because everybody's thinking we're running the ball. Everybody's thinking we're going to run on the four-hole side. Everybody knows what's coming. If we could pass out of that, I think it's a huge game, not a touchdown, especially tonight. I think it's something, you know, we're not getting the most out of that we could. But overall, I thought our offense played really well. Our running backs did really good. Our line, again, I thought y'all were physical. Y'all moved people out of the way. There was a double team, and I think y'all pushed somebody plumb out of the back of the end zone. That's been a couple times in the past 3 to 4 weeks that's happened. Double team or not, it's still a good job. But again, you all on offense, especially you linemen, you've got to play physical. I will tell us every week, you all are the heart and soul of the ball team. I don't care how good running backs are, how hard they run the ball. You are the heart and soul, and you've got to play mean. You've got to be the meanest people on the field, the dirtiest people. As far as I mean, you got to get down there and get them guys out of the hole. I'm not talking about cheap shot. You got to get dirty, get down there and get them guys. If they're diving around, do something, get them out of the hole. You know, give them a good pop, and let them know, hey, you're not going to do this all night long. Because, you know, we're going to need that, like I said, come playoff time. And it's 0-0 now. And you all can look at it this way, too. It's almost like a revenge tour for you all. I guess we're getting George with or Grayson this week coming up. And you can be either one of these teams. You're a whole lot better ball team than what you were when you faced them the first time. You all are getting better each week. So you have a chance to get back at pretty much every team has beat you all. You have a chance to get back at them. So, you know, look at his revenge tour. You all call it the revenge tour if you want. Whatever, go back and get them. You know, a lot of these teams, I'm sure they do not want to play us in the playoffs. Like I said, we had a rough start. I still think we're, at worst, the fourth best team. I mean, I give Bath credit what they are. They're 10-0. I still don't know if they're still as good as the record, considering the schedule they play, but they're 10-0. George Wythe, they're well balanced. Grayson's well balanced. And we're right there, I think. I really do think we're at least the fourth best team. I think we're maybe a little better than that, but at least the fourth best team. But like I said, if we can get a passing game, we've got to get that passing game. If we can get a passing game heading into the playoffs, and it's getting better each week. We're completing, some more passes, and you look more comfortable passing the ball. If we can get passing game, I don't know if we can be stopped, to be honest with you. I really don't. It might be a shootout we might lose, but I don't know if we can be stopped. I mean, you are averaging 4 yards a carry now, even on 4-hole when they know it's coming. Again, what's will happen if we can pass the ball a little bit? If we can complete 4, 5, 6 passes a game, them guys have got back out, and I think we're averaging 5 or 6 yards a carry. That will open everything up even more, passing and running. I did one kid I've noticed, Cooper Ballstick, I believe, number 8. Kid runs hard. I noticed there have been several times he's ran the ball, and it takes a group effort to bring him down. He played good on defense. He made some good plays. Just from what I've seen, like I said, y'all see him every day in practice, so I can't say for sure. But what I see, the kid has good size. He seems like he knows what he's doing, so he's paying attention to what you all tell him. I think maybe you should let him try to work him in to get him some more plays, offense or defense or whatever. I like the way he runs the ball, to be honest with you. He don't go down easy, and it takes a lot to bring him down. Maybe he could do a little something that you just make a break, run with the first team a little bit and see what happens. And Jeff, I think you need to. But anyway, back to him. I think he runs the ball really well, and he played defense good tonight from what I've seen. But I think you should give him a chance to maybe run the ball with the first team. Just give somebody a break, see what he does. But Jeff and the coaching staff, George Wythe knows what we run. They know it all, for the most part. Same thing with Grayson. I think you're going to need to come up with some wrinkles for the playoffs. Again, like I said, I think pass the ball early, try to get them to back out there some. Come up with that single back. Was it double wing, single back, or move the blocking back, whatever. I think, stuff like that, you want to throw them off, give them something to think about. I don't think we can sit in the same thing the whole game and continuously move the ball. I hope we can, but I think, you put a few wrinkles in there, it's really going to throw them off because they're not going to be expecting it. They think we're going to come out and, run right, run the middle, run left. The 1-hole, 8-hole, 4-hole, roundabout, something like that. But I think you put a few wrinkles in there, a few more passing plays. I think some short passing plays, some screen passes. I think open up the long pass. One thing maybe you should think about, it hit me tonight as watching one of the plays. You could try, you could have everybody pretty much, right end and left end and however you want to line them up. Go out and then kind of go back to the left. Then maybe have her blocking back. Just wait a second and ease his way out, squeeze out, and take off down towards midfield, and then cut it right, towards the corner. I think he might be wide open. They're not even going to see it, expect it coming. But again, just remember, if they put any of your passing plays, guys, hold your blocks, linemen. You've got to hold your blocks. You got to trust whoever's throwing the ball. Whoever is throwing the ball, set up. Don't get there and run all over the place and throw it off one leg. Set up and throw it. That's your best chance of completing the pass. If it's not there, throw it away or run it. If you have if nobody's open, then run it. Get you 15, 20 yards possibility. Like I said, you've got to cut everything loose in playoff time. There's no reason to hide anything. There's no reason to, I'll hold this for next game in case we need it. There may be no next game. Let it loose. If you have a next game, then it's more for that team's got to think about that we might do. 32 pass, we can run more. So everybody thinks about the buck. Throw the pass out of that. Sneak guys out of the backfield. We used to have the blocking back, throwback. There's still that. Go 80 pass, hook and lateral. You have a double wing reverse. There's all kind of things. Nothing I'm sure you don't already know. But guys, you played a good game tonight. I said defense played a good game. You shut a team out, so you can't knock that. Interceptions, shut down the run. Offense, you moved the ball. Had some good runs by all you running backs. The passing wasn't bad. If we could just got the ball out there in the flats, if I had to dive for it, I think he had probably another 10, 20 yards probably. But you still didn't bear past the ball, so it's going good there, I think. But guys, you got to play at the top of your game now. No matter who you get from here on out. I mean, you very easily, say you win. Say you went out and go to state. You very easily could have George Wythe, Grayson, and Bath all back-to-back in the top-ranked team Division D. Say you run that table and you get to the state, and you get the best team on the East, which would probably be Ryan's Cove, I think it is. Maybe, I don't know who it is. They're Essex or one of those schools. You're going to be so battle-tested. So there's always the possibility. Don't think there's not. Again, like I said, you're basically on a revenge tour here. Getting to play George Wythe or Grayson, whoever it may be this week. So I don't know. Then next week you'd probably get the other team. So you have a good shot getting back at some of these teams, and you can beat any of these teams. You're a much better team than when you played them the first time. I thought I heard somebody say tonight they had talked to somebody from George Wythe, and they said they really did not want to play us in the playoffs. Well, looks like they got us, I think. So guys, just play hard, play fast, trust. Again, trust. Offense, linemen, you've got to trust your running backs. Running backs, you've got to trust your linemen. And before I get it, again, tonight, you see how important it was to have a good center. Their center snaps are high all the time. Now, you may have a bad snap during the playoffs. It's possible. Like I've told you before. You have a bad snap, you got to shake it off and move on. You have done great all year. I mean, just super great. Kevin Kid, like I said, what do you say? I can't think of a bad snap all year. Running backs, you shouldn't even have to be worried about the snap. It's been there all year. And that is such a weapon, especially in our offense. You guys just worry about catching the ball and doing what you need to do. But if anything happens, you got to bounce back. You just got to shake it off, bounce back. You may have some dog fights out there. You may have some scoring fest in the playoffs. But play aggressive. Offense, defense, special teams, play aggressive. I cannot tell you enough. Wrap up. Please, on defense, whatever you do, you don't have to go for the knockout hit. Wrap up. You got somebody, stand them up. The other guys come in. Try to rip that ball away. But wrap up. Make sure they are down. Don't just sling them around. Hope they fall down. Make sure they are down. If you can't intercept it, knock it down. Every little thing is going to matter come here in the playoffs. Every little thing. Offense, again, you've got to play aggressive coming out of the gate. And Jeff, like I said, you're going to come up with some little niches here. Everybody knows what we run. Don't be afraid to use something. Don't be afraid to try something. Don't be afraid to pass the ball. I mean, you're not going to win nowadays if you can't pass the ball. So you've got to be able to pass the ball some. And I think we can now. I think the kids have confidence that we can. Still work in progress, but hey, you got to keep fighting. Now, unfortunately, I don't know if I will be able to do my normal updates during the game next week, or if I'll be able to go to the playoff game next week. I got to have surgery on Thursday. So literally Friday will be a game time decision for me on how I'm feeling, if I'll be at the game or not. So if I can't go to the game, of course, naturally there won't be no updates on my phone during the game. I will listen to it on the radio and probably try to do a breakdown after the game maybe. It really depends on how I feel. So hopefully I'll be able to be there and do my normal stuff, but I don't know. I don't know how it's going to play out. But anyway, that's it for tonight, guys. Like I said, just it's 0-0. You have a chance to have revenge on these teams that beat you. You win 5 ball games, you win state. Come up with something, whether it be the revenge tour, whether it be, I said, you could use the revenge tour. You could use, like I said, don't let them cross 50-yard line. Don't let them score. Get 3 sacks a game. Whatever. Come up with something, offense and defense. Have your own thing. You know, hey, we're going to rush for 300 yards a game, and we're going to pass for 50 to 100. That's a lot for Giles. But guys, you're a good ball team. You put more points on Bluefield than any of these other schools did, and you was in there for a while. So you can beat these teams, but you're going to play good ball, and we cannot turn the ball over. That's another thing I forgot. Just turn the ball over. You got to hang on to this ball. You got to hang on to it. Both arms, something. I don't know what the issue is there, but turnovers got to stop because we're going to lose in the playoffs if you turn the ball over like what happened tonight. That's the biggest negative is the turnovers. And so, anyway, the video has gone longer than what I thought it would. And hope everybody has a good night. And we'll see how next week goes. If I'm able to do the video, if I'm able to go to the game. Game time decision on Friday for me. See how the surgery goes. I hope I haven't forgot anything. I probably have. But again, Giles, great victory tonight. You're playing much better. And spring home another W next week. See you later.